Boys and girls, I'm pretty excited about springtime finally getting close to being here. How about you? I know it's actually been here, it just hasn't been acting like the part of spring we like. That lion's been prowling around a little too long. I want those lamb days. Well, since I've been thinking about springtime, I wanted to make a list, my springtime list, of things that I notice and look forward to in spring. While I'm doing this, my job is to figure out which letters I am going to write down to match the sounds. Yes, you are right. This is a lot like that activity we did in school so many times, Jacob. Remember, I would stick out my arm. I'd say, okay, stretch it on your arms, boys and girls. And say I wanted to stretch out somebody's name. Like say I was going to stretch out the name Bob. I would go like this. B-A-B. And then we would say the letters that went with those sounds. And then when we got those boxes, we would write the letter in the box, and then we'd fill in the circle to make sure we had the beginning, middle, and ending sound. So that's one way to learn about writing down the letters for sounds, but we don't always have boxes for that, and we don't always make a dot each time. Now that we're moving on in our learning, we can write down words made up of letters that show us the sounds, right? And we don't have to have the boxes and the sounding out dots. So today we're going to make a list, a springtime list. All right, well, the first thing I'm going to write it down about the springtime list is something good and something bad all at once. Have you ever heard the little poem that says, April showers bring May flowers? In the springtime, it's often rather wet outside, isn't it? And sometimes it's disappointing because we'd rather be playing outside, but we have to remember that the rain is giving the plants what they need so that we're going to have a colorful garden, green grass. Those buds on the trees are going to blossom into flowers and leaves. Yep. All right, so let's sound out the word wet. Oh, Jacob, I know. I'm going to do it. Are you ready? W. It's a W. All right, I'm going to write my W. Don't say that's not a letter. To us it is. The letter W or W. You can call it whatever you want. I like to call it W, so I remember. W, Who just said Eskimo? You were right. That is an E. W, T. How about that ending sound? Go ahead and tell me, Capri. Yes, it's the letter T. All right, let's check it. Wet. Wet. We can blend it together and we've got the word wet. And see how I wrote that down? I made the sounds and I wrote down the letter that matched the sound that I know. Good. Hey, remember earlier I said buds, right? Yeah, remember when a flower, before it blossoms into the flower we recognize, it could be like a tight little flower with the petals still together. We call that a bud, right? Let's sound out buds. Here we go. B. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to focus though, because if I'm going to draw the letter B, I'm going to do the bat and then the ball, because the circle goes on the right side for the letter B. Good. Yeah, I saw a lot of people pretending like they were opening up their umbrella. We see those in spring too, but we need to write the letter U. D. Oh, good. It's a D, so this time the donut. Yep, and then the stick. D. Good. Now listen to when I said the word. I didn't just say one bud or a bud. I wanted to write buds. So I need to put that letter S on the end of it. Good. Buds. Very good. All right. Now I need another one. Oh. Aviana notices that in spring we see toads. Yes, and we see frogs too. Which one should we write? Should we write toads or should we write frogs? That's tricky. Maybe we should write one and then the other. All right, let's start with toads since you found that really cool toad in your yard today. All right, so t, t, t. Yep. I'm going to write the letter T because that represents the sound I just made. To-o. Who just started singing two vowels walk together? Betty, were you reminding us of that rule? Mm-hmm. So this is not a short O sound. That would have been ah, ah. This is O, to-o. So I'm going to need two vowels that are walking together. Who thinks they know what they are? Mason, what do you think? It is. It's an O and an A. Did you see that in a book somewhere? Frog and Toad? That's a good story. To-ode. D. To-ode. Good job. Another D. Toad. S. Want to make more than one? Okay, I will. All right, Jacob K, I'll make an S, but you and Jacob W are going to have to be the one to catch them because I don't want to. All right, toads. Good. So I wrote down the word by making the sounds and then writing the letters that those sounds are shown by. All right. Somebody have another one for me? We've had wet, buds, toads. Yes, sun. Thank you for saying that, Claudia. I love when we see the sun in the springtime. Okay, here we go. Ready? This time S is at the beginning of the word. Yep. Another U like umbrella. Sun. Excellent. The letter N. Thank you, Hunter C. Sun. Yep. That one had a consonant, vowel, consonant. We like those, don't we? All right. Is there anyone here who likes to dig in the spring? Maybe you're going to plant a garden and you need to dig. Dig. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and do it. Daniel, how are we going to start off dig? Yeah, I did call on you because it's like your name, but you would have known it anyways. Sure you would have. All right. D. A D. I. Jason, what do you think? It is. It's an I like itchy or inchworm. D-ig. Very good. And the final sound is G. G. Yes, a G. Just like that. That's the hard G sound. D-ig. Wow, I'm looking at this picture and I see a kite, I see a butterfly, I see a bird. Should we write any of those? Maybe? All right, how about if we do bird? Bird. Okay, yes, we can start out with the B. Thank you, Tyler. You are so right. B. Oh, Luigi, this is a toughie. You going to help us out? Okay, give it a try. You're right. It's one of those angry rooster sounds. The I-R-R, like bird. The mermaid girl with a curl. B-R. I needed an I-R. And finally, D. A D at the end. Bird. That was really tricky, but we did it because we remembered some of our rules for the letters, even some of them that are a little bit trickier than the others. I agree with you. Betty says we really shouldn't do a springtime list without writing about chicks because she remembers those chicks who hatched recently. All right, but if I'm going to write chicks, listen carefully because look at ch. Yeah. Are you picturing in your mind? Are you visualizing our choo-choo train? All right, what should I write down then? All right, Salvatore, tell me. C-H. You didn't forget. Ch. Good. All right, now we've got another I. Like is she? Yeah, we know what is she starts with. Let's write the I because it's the same sound in the middle of chick. Ch. I. K. Ch. I. K. What do we still need there? Yep, we need a K, but it's so hard because I can think of 3 ways to make the K sound. I can use the C, the K, or the C and the K. I know, and sometimes it's confusing because an X sounds like a K and an S. X. But if I'm going to write chick like a baby chick, Did you memorize it, Betty, from all those books you were reading? Yep, it is a C and a K to end the word chick. There, that word says chick. What do you think? Do we want more than one? Should we put an S on the end? Let's do it. Chicks. Very good. Well, boys and girls, today what we did is we used sounds. We connected them in our mind to the letters that make those sounds, and we used them to write down words. We wanted to make a list of things that we like about springtime or things that we see in springtime. Maybe you could keep your list going. Some of you would, you would write baseball. That's a great springtime thing. Oh, kites. Yes, that would be good. Bicycles, bike. Very good. Green grass. You guys have a lot of ideas. All right, you get busy writing those lists of things from the springtime.